the show. You were one-on-one with Wes the Sports Guy here on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, and online all the time at westhesportsguy.com. Make sure you bookmark that site. If you want to get playoff recaps, previews. Also, the NFL training camps are about to start, and we're going to be running right into the NFL season. Make sure you bookmark westhesportsguy.com. You can also get all my social media links conveniently located at the top of the page at westhesportsguy.com. This week, I have a simple question for you. Do you believe the powers that be that are running Major League Baseball actually care about the league and growing the sport going forward into the not-too-distant future? Do you believe they actually care about the sport of Major League Baseball? Now, it seems to me, as an outside observer and a lifelong baseball fan, that the powers that be, let's just say Rob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, has decided to take a different approach with growing the sport of baseball in the aspect of, well, let's just say, competing with the power of the NFL, the National Football League. We all know the dominance of the National Football League when it comes to the TV ratings, when it comes to the popularity, when it comes to really the pace of play and all that stuff that really gets thrown out there when it comes to discussing baseball and its problems and replays and things of that nature, umpires, all that extra stuff that really the NFL doesn't have to deal with on a daily basis. But for some strange reason, to me at least, it seems Major League Baseball is putting the focus on things that really baseball fans don't care about. Go figure. Baseball fans, do they really care about the pace of play? In my opinion, no. I don't think you do. If you're willing to sit for 3 to 4 hours possibly, especially if you're watching the Yankees and the Red Sox play, if you're willing to sit and watch those teams play at least a minimum of 3 to 4 hours every game, pace of play doesn't give a damn. Doesn't matter to you. Doesn't matter. You're committing that kind of time to watch your favorite team, favorite player, whatever the case may be. If you're trying to then curtail the pace of play to the casual fan, you're going to end up losing in the long run, because what made casual fans become all-time fans, become fans that want to watch it constantly and get the updates and the highlights on a daily basis? It's the game itself. You're not embracing what makes the game the way it is. Baseball is baseball. You can't change that unless you're outwardly trying to flip people's views of the sport, but you're also ignoring your current customer or fan base in the process of trying to get additional ones into it by changing what has not really worked for you guys for the last decade plus. But again, the comparison here is, what is Major League Baseball? What are the powers that be? What do they really want to do with the sport? I'm bringing this up because now we have what you want to call a sticky situation where Major League Baseball is handing out mid-season, mind you, that they're going to punish players, specifically in the pitching aspect of it, with having foreign substances to either, what pitchers might say, grip the ball better, or increase the spin rate, which is what everybody is saying, what's happening with the rate of spin rates in baseball now with pitchers. But this comes in the controversy, if you want to call it that, of why you have pitching being so dominant now, especially during the course of this season as compared to seasons past, even 5-10 years ago. It was a hitter's paradise in a lot of places, but now it's flipped completely the other way around to where it's all about pitching and pitching prowess. But now Major League Baseball, with pressure from outside of those that want to continue to watch baseball but are kind of bored with the way pitching is and they want to see the long ball, remember chicks dig the long ball and all that stuff from the steroid era, now baseball is reacting, including from some players, most prominently from Josh Donaldson, as to pitchers, are they actually actively cheating when they're in the game to get batters out more frequently with the increased spin rate of the baseball? Now, in the totality of this, yes, there is a rule about using foreign substance to basically get a better grip or spin rate on the baseball. It wasn't always called that, but you cannot use foreign substances. It's in the rule book. It's always been there. Has it really ever been enforced to the letter of the law? No. It's up to the umpire's discretion, and it's being done so again this time. But do you honestly really trust that the umpires, who most of the time can't even freaking see the strike zone, A lot of times when you can see it yourself sitting at home or even at the ballpark, do you trust them with implementing this kind of a rule, especially with the public pressure? And when I say public pressure, this isn't really coming from the fans. This is coming from those that are getting at baseball's ear, the corporate sponsors and the media. They want more eyeballs on the sport, and they're not getting it. Maybe there's some other reasons to this, but I'm not going to divulge into that right now. But it's not just because of pitching dominating hitting right now. You're catering to a segment of the audience that really doesn't give a rat's ass about the game in the long run. The fans care. They want to see a good product, whether it's going to be their team or specific players, and also they don't want to hear all the nonsense that comes with the sideshow outside of the game itself. Focus on the game. But I, as a lifelong baseball fan, am not confident that you, Rob Manfred, especially the guy that didn't really thoroughly punish the Houston Astros for actively cheating by stealing signs a couple seasons ago, I'm supposed to believe that you're now going to get to the bottom of this with the sticky substances that pitchers are using? Really? You're the guy that's going to do that? I don't think so. Not by a long shot. But my confidence in the league and in the sport itself, it's never going to change unless something completely drastic happens, as in with the NBA or any other sport that I rarely watch or rarely even care about. But baseball is what it is. You're really not going to change it again unless it's drastically done in the rule book, like you could say with the NFL, where you can't even define what a catch is anymore in that league. But as I say with this premise, I am confident the sport will figure itself out, but all this little meddling, especially in the middle of a season where, again, you want to enforce this rule, fine. Do it at the end of the season or before it even started. Doing it halfway is kind of a halfway measure. I'm confident Major League Baseball will sort itself out, but if these outside forces continue to influence what Major League Baseball should focus itself on, when you go to launch angles and velocity, exit velocity and stuff of that nature, which fans really never cared about to begin with, you're going to start throwing a lot more of those diehard, dedicated fans under the bus because they don't know what they're watching anymore. They didn't come to watch an analytical sideshow. They came to watch a guy hit a ball, and whether the other guy that's throwing the ball can get that guy with the bat out on any given point of a game. That's all we care about. I don't care about the extra stuff, but if you want to enforce a rule in this sticky situation you found yourself in, do it when you're not still playing games actively. Kind of a obvious point there, wouldn't you think? Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that bell, subscribe below to get notified when all the latest videos are posted on this channel, whether it be YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, or Odyssey. Bookmark westthesportsguy.com for all those video site links and social media links for your favorite sports guy. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and I will see you next time.